What's up, everyone? We're back. This is Lights On, Season 4, presented by Gloving.com and sponsored by our good friends over at Beverages. My name is Wheat.
And I'm Ninetails.
And Ninetails, why are we here today, sitting at this black table, speaking into a camera?
So we got a couple things here for you today. We have a video from one of our IGL judges, Long, who is going to be talking about musicality to help you guys out. We also have our top 5 picks from the previous round, so that would be the top 64. And we also have matchups that we think you guys should watch from the top 32.
That's right. And before we get into all of that, I want to make sure you guys check us out on social media. There it is. We do have all of our social media pages, Facebook groups, and Instagram, all of them International Gloving League. Make sure you follow along for all the latest and greatest news in light show competitions. But we do have that video from Long. He's going to give you guys a rundown on musicality. Camera guy, let's roll it.
Roll it.
So y'all, this is Long representing Gloving Vietnam. I've been gloving for 6 years, dancing for 10 years. Top 4 Lights On Season 1, winner of Season 2, C1 bracket. And currently I'm the judge of Lights On Season 3 and 4. And I consider gloving my full-time job as I work every day to produce content, competing and keeping the talent and gloving alive in my country, Vietnam. One of the sessions I judge is musicality, which means the glover's ability to follow the song, stay on beat and hit multiple layers of the song. Staying on beat means keeping your gloving to the tempo of the song, which is defined by the drums. Hitting multiple layers of the song, which is a very important factor to classify the glovers who have advanced or good understanding about the music and who do not. So besides the drum, besides the basic tempo, there are a lot of other instruments. If you don't feel like going to the basic tempo, you can switch between different layers. So let me give you some tips. Oh yeah, with the music every day. Listen carefully to a song to a certain layer, and someday you find the cool part that you never noticed before. So it's like finding Easter eggs in a song. The game creator is the producer, and we are the people who play with the music, who try to find the best part or the hidden part in the music. As time passes by, I think you will level up your understanding about the music if you keep playing like that. Final tip is be careful when you try to focus too much on musicality. I think because you will have to trade off with other sessions in the scorecard. I really want to make this video longer for you, but sorry, the duration is limited. Before I close my video, here are some glovers that do well in musicality. Long representing Gloving Vietnam for Dreamers. Best of luck to all the competitors. Peace.
And there you guys have it. That was our judge Long talking to you guys about musicality. As always, we want to help you guys understand the scorecard. We want to make sure you can score better, score higher, and to get that, you do have to understand the scorecard. We'll be having more judge tips coming to you guys later, but we need to move on.
Let's move on.
Well, we have our top 5 picks, starting with number 5. And our number 5 pick goes to Blizz, all the way in the N1 bracket, gloving out of Utah.
Out of Utah, look at those whips right there, and I like that there's different variations of it.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you do throw in variations if you're gonna have a large whip sequence. And there's actually a lot of variations you can do. You can start mixing in some flails. And I don't care what anyone says. They say that whips at the drop are overplayed. No, I like whips at the drop. It's full of energy, it fits the song, and props to you, man. I loved your video. But it's time to move on to number 4.
And number 4, we have Hanshin over in N6. He's coming from San Diego. And speaking of whips, let's look at these whips.
Yeah, and there you have it. I was just talking about those variations in your whips. Immediately, he starts pulling out of normal whips, goes into flails, goes into pedal flails, and then his whip sequence ends, and he's going into more tech, more pulling back, and now we got digits. Really good stuff, really love his set. I love the little bit of motion sensor, or motion settings, so he gets that red on his whips.
Yeah, that red was really pretty.
Yeah, amazing set and amazing video, man. Well, let's move on to number 3. And at number 3, we do have Cashtown, all the way from the C1 bracket, gloving out of Canada. I love the fact that we have so many international competitors. It's cool to see gloving so big that it's all across the world, and I love having them compete against each other. It's super cool.
It's always a good matchup, but here looking at Cashtown, I love that he had that fast tech right at the drop. Some definitely really good concepts going on.
Yeah, Cashtown's definitely known for more of his concepts and the speed and energy he pulls into his songs. We're gonna have to see, is he gonna keep moving forward? Is he gonna make it further and further this season? I sure hope so. It would be amazing to see.
It would be nice.
Let's move on. We have our number 2 spot. Wait a minute. I just saw this guy on camera.
Yes, you did. He is one of our IGL judges, but this is his competitor video. This is Long from the pro bracket. He's on Void Dreamers, and he's from Vietnam.
Yeah, speaking of those international competitors, we got them all over across the seas and everything. And of course, we all know Long for his musicality, his showmanship, and his performance.
Top notch.
Top-notch stuff. This guy takes weeks to actually just choreograph and rehearse his shows.
Damn, that's a long time.
Yeah, it's honestly really impressive, and it's a skill that not every glover has out there, and it really pays off. Props to him. Let's move on to our number 1 pick. And our number 1 spot goes to Celsius in the Challenger C3 bracket, gloving out of Washington.
Yeah, first off, see that tech, and to be honest, this is some tech I've never seen. He's got some really good concepts, and he picked one of my favorite songs from Madnap.
Yeah, this song's really cool, and it's full of opportunities to hit interesting bits of musicality, and I love seeing how he's incorporating his tech throughout that show, and starting to mix in new concepts as well in different variations, starts throwing in whips, wave tuts, digits. Really, really creative show, and that's why he is our number 1 pick for this week. And those were our top 5 picks from the top 64, and we do have our matchups to watch for the top 32 that's going on right now. All the judges are scoring. And we're gonna go to our first matchup to watch, which is in the novice bracket, which is gonna be Bowser versus Exile. Bowser's gloving out of Alabama and representing Team TLNT, which we've always talked about before, Team TLNT being the number 1 most represented team in the IGL.
So many people on that team.
There's a lot of people on TLNT, and there's a lot of people from their team in the competition. And we also have Exile gloving out of California. Really dig his style and really dig his set. They're going to be battling it out, and we have to see who's going to take it. I want you guys to check that out at gloving.com/lightson. All the videos are live, and you can check them out. If you click the link, we'll drop it in the chat for you.
And for our next matchup to watch, we have Koru versus Audacious down in the Challenger bracket in C2. So for Koru, he's representing Team M2K, which is Melt to Kill. Very aggressive, but pretty catchy.
Very aggressive. Please don't hurt me.
Okay.
I'm just a glover.
Koru is coming from California, and fun fact is this is his first season, and he scored a 30 on his last show, which is a very impressive thing to come up with in your first season. Koru is going versus Audacious. Audacious is coming from Hawaii, representing Team Lost Boys. He's got a very powerful style, but it really works with the song that he has. So definitely check that out, and you can also check out all the videos at gloving.com/lightson.
And our final matchup to watch is going to be over in the pro bracket. We do have Mumbles versus Krusty. Mumbles representing Team AO all the way out of California, and one of our top 4 finalists from season 3. And Krusty, also from California, San Diego region, representing Team Ion. Both glovers have very similar and familiar styles. They have a lot of that tech, and they have a lot of that morphing, and they have a lot of that doing the things with their fingers that make you go, whoa, how are you doing that? And how is this still going on for just like, if it's not on a camera show, it's going on for like 5 whole minutes and you don't understand. It's really impressive what they can do. And so to see them go against each other, we have no idea who's gonna win. And if you want to watch this matchup, along with all of the other matchups we showed you today, you can find them at gloving.com/lightson. We're going to put up the link here. You can watch all videos,
all of them,
all the time. And you should be watching them all the time, because that's how you're going to study and how you're going to get better. We'll drop the link in the chat so you can click it if you're a little too lazy to type it in. I know I am. And that's our show. I hope it was helpful for you guys. As always, we do want the judges to be helping you understand the scorecard, getting a little bit better, and then we want to highlight you guys. We want to shout you out. We have our top 5 picks and all that jazz. But of course, we'll see you guys next week when we reveal who advances to the top 16 of Lights On Season 4.
Make sure to follow us at International Gloving League. We have Instagram, Facebook groups, and Facebook page.
Check it out all there for the latest and greatest news in lights competitions and light competitions.
Yes.
Catch you guys next week.